Everyone, it's Bretta Riches from runforefoot.com, and today I'm going to be doing a minimalist running shoe review for Forefoot running, and I'm going to be talking about the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS. There are so many good recommendations out there for trail running shoes, but I really think it's a good idea to run the trails in a barefoot shoe that does not have much underfoot support, because being able to feel the ground by wearing less under your feet really brings so many mechanical strengths that will allow you to get and to see more performance gains. Not only that, a barefoot running shoe like the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS really enables you to sense the ground more clearly, which is handy for giving you a more stable footstep so that you don't roll your ankle or trip or fall when you're running through really rugged, rocky trails full of tripping hazards. The Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS, which means laces, LS stands for laces, really makes a positive difference in helping you maintain adequate, safe, good sound running form that is efficient for the trails. The good record of wear tester reviews really legitimizes why the Spyridon is a great weapon for the trails. So I'm going to talk about why wear testers are giving the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS really high marks on the trail running scene. To get the results you want as a trail runner, you've got to do everything possible to avoid getting injured. In my opinion, injury prevention starts with what you wear on your feet. So you need a running shoe that really keeps your feet and ankles strong, and minimalist barefoot shoes do a really good job at transforming your foot strength better than traditional athletic footwear. It's also very dangerous to run, especially on tricky trails, if you can't feel the ground. That is a nasty fall waiting to happen, because you're essentially running blindly if you cannot feel exactly where you're stepping, especially if you can't pinpoint exactly where you're stepping on your foot to ensure that you're landing with less impact. The best way you are able to truly and clearly perceive your foot strike is, again, running in barefoot shoes, as the thin outsole of these particular running shoes prevents you from being thrown off balance when you are flying over uneven, rocky, slippery terrain. Because traditional athletic footwear are incredibly thickly cushioned, this may cause a runner to misperceive their foot strike orientation or stepping interaction and may end up heel striking or striking too forcefully with their foot. So what's the best trail running shoe that provides an optimal defense capability to help you maintain good mechanical running form while protecting your feet from rock-induced abrasions? And this shoe is the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS. Because of its aggressive tread, the Spyridon LS by Vibram FiveFingers really helps a trail runner meet the challenges of endurance trail running, as this shoe is specifically crafted with full-blown rock protection upper and outsole that is more protective than most Vibram FiveFingers barefoot running shoes. Despite the added armor, however, despite the fact that the outsole is a little bit thicker than the typical Vibram FiveFinger barefoot running shoe, tactile stimulation on the soles of the Spyridon is not compromised. So what this means is that you can still connect more naturally with the ground. You are still able to get sensory input acuity in these running shoes as compared with most trail running shoes on the market, because the typical traditional trail running shoe is still quite cushiony and has arch support as well as thick heel cushioning. And this is what I love about the Spyridon, is that it's a flat running shoe without arch support, so it allows your feet and ankles to self-strengthen. Meanwhile, it allows you to feel the ground and is a really good barometer to give you the sense, gives you better mechanical encouragement to help you avoid heel strike. The thickness of the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon is 3.5 millimeters thick. So the outsole is thicker than the Vibram FiveFingers Biquilas. It is thicker than the Vibram FiveFingers KSOs, and it is thicker than the non-LS version of the Spyridon. But nonetheless, the Spyridon LS does a better job at protecting your feet from painful protrusions on the trail and on the road, especially if you're running on gravel roads. In addition, the outsole of the Spyridon LS is highly flexible and facilitates natural foot motions and reflexes. So therefore, the overall design of the shoe is strongly dedicated to improving the function and strength of the foot-ankle complex. Not only that, like I said, the nifty outsole also delivers excellent traction, particularly on wet, slippery running surfaces, and it gives you greater control, greater mechanical control in the mud. So these running shoes, the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS, is really great for running in the winter. You can practically run on ice, are really good for tough mudders and Spartan races. As for the upper of the Spyridon, it provides full rock protection and is slightly thicker than most Vibram barefoot running shoes as well. So this running shoe is a great choice for a winter running shoe, and it's even better if you marry it with very warm toe socks. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of other notable features and specifications of the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS. It has a molded nylon mesh in the midsole for added protection. In my opinion, the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon is a version of the Vibram FiveFingers Sia LS on steroids. This shoe is great for rock climbing and running on gravel roads. It fits really well. It actually fits all the way up the foot, so your whole entire foot is very well protected. Because these shoes are made with thicker materials, the shoe does last much longer than most Vibram running shoes. The tread is good for at least 500 miles. The overall shoe is super light, and it's constructed with the same lightweight materials as other Vibram Five-Finger running shoes. And like I said, these shoes are really good for Spartan races. They fit securely and snug around your foot so you don't get annoying rubbing or chafing at the heel. These shoes hold up very well in the snow, especially when paired with toast socks. They are pretty much weather resistant, in my opinion. They give great seasonal versatility, meaning that the coconut active fiber gives good shoe breathability, so the inside of the shoe doesn't get too hot. Your feet won't cook in these shoes if you choose to run in them during the summer. They're also great for water sports as well. The upper is stretchy, so it does make more room in the shoe if you have wide feet or if you choose to wear these shoes with toe socks. If you want to run in the dark, you can do so safely in these shoes because the upper of the shoes has a 3M reflective strip so that it makes you clearly visible to oncoming traffic. Because these shoes contain zero arch support, zero motion control stability features, the shoe will dynamically, significantly improve the stability and your ankle strength. The toe sockets are very flexible. It makes you feel more steady and sturdy with the ground. It also provides good circulation throughout the foot, and the tongue is slightly padded, so it gives you a nice, comfortable sensation against your skin. I feel that these shoes fits more snug and more comfortably than the Vibram FiveFingers Baquilas. These shoes are also machine washable, and overall, the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon LS is supremely constructed with the added protection on the upper and the outsole, gives more traction with more comfort. And it really makes engaging and vigorous trail running fun because the outsole is still thin. You aren't disconnected from the ground. You're still well able to perceive your foot strike, which plays a huge part in guiding your body to execute the proper forefoot strike landing and sustain good running form, and so you keep your biomechanical integrity when you run. Shoes are very grippy so that you aren't slipping and falling in slippery circumstances. And I think these types of running shoes, the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon, is most relevant for achieving good mechanics and should be recognized as one of the most ideal trail running shoes that give you really good mechanical control because they put your foot in the best position possible to gain better strength and to, like I said, sense the ground without the cost of heel striking. And you're always a better runner when you can feel the ground. So it's the winter time. I would urge you to give the Vibram FiveFingers Spyridon a try. They're super light, so you essentially feel buoyant when you're running on the trails. If you've enjoyed this minimalist running shoe review, you'll love my other running shoe reviews on my blog, runforfoot.com. There you'll also find more information about how to run properly, such as heel strike running versus forefoot running. You'll read about the health benefits of forefoot running versus the health harming effects of heel strike running. And also you'll find advice on how to run barefoot and also the health benefits of running barefoot. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on all the latest research regarding the biomechanics of running and how to run with greater efficiency. Thanks for listening and watching. Have fun out there on the roads. Bye for now.